Scandinavian today. So my mother and I, we were talking about all the wonderful Scandinavian fruits that are going to be coming out in the next few months, and one of the things that I'm seeing in the stores now is rhubarb. So I've just cut up some slices of rhubarb, and as well as I did some strawberries, because we're going to be making a strawberry rhubarb almond crisp, and it is a wonderful, easy, I swear to God, dessert. So let's get started with making this delicious, wonderful dish. For the topping, it is quite easy. You just need 1 cup of oats. You need a half a cup of brown sugar, a half a cup of flour. I have a half a teaspoon of cinnamon, and we're going to be putting a real Scandinavian spin on this. We have here shredded almond paste. So I've actually shredded this in advance on a grater, and it is about 1 cup of almond paste that's been shredded. We will also need about 1 stick of butter, which is about 8 tablespoons. Okay, so the next section is the filling, and I prepared the strawberries and the rhubarb the night before, which is a wonderful thing about this dessert is there's a lot of prep work you can do in advance if you know you're going to have guests coming over. So just slice up some rhubarb, and I did about 4 cups of rhubarb, and I'll pick up a slice for you. It's just like maybe like 1/4 of an inch that you just need to do for the rhubarb. And then slice up some strawberries, and that's about 4 cups. Then we just need 1 cup of sugar, and that'll help bring out the sweetness for the strawberries and the rhubarb, especially with the rhubarb because it can be quite tart. And the rhubarb I have right now is actually quite pale. It's not that deep maroon rhubarb that you get later in the summer that's a little sweeter. So you definitely need your sugar to get it sweeter. As well, then we're going to need a 1/3 cup of flour, and the flour is to help thicken the juices for the dessert. And then we'll need a teaspoon of lemon zest, and to give it a Scandinavian flair, we're going to add 3/4 teaspoon of ground ginger. Okay, so this is really super simple. First, I have my rhubarb. We're going to add 4 cups of rhubarb that I sliced up in advance, and now let's add in our strawberries as well. I sliced them up the night before, and I sprinkled a little bit of sugar on it just so the fruit would hold in the refrigerator. And now I just need 1 cup of sugar. So now we're going to add 3/4 teaspoon of ground ginger. That's 1. Here's 2. And here's 3. Ginger, you've seen my mother use ginger in some of her other dishes. I know she made a wonderful ginger cake earlier around the holidays. So it definitely gives it a wonderful flavor to this dish. So here's my buttered up glass dish, and you just spread this across evenly. Nothing fancy, just spreading it across. And then after we spread this across, we're going to add the delicious crumb, the oatmeal crumb. So, oh, it smells so good. I can smell the citrusy flavors and the oh, it smells wonderful. Can't wait to eat this. Okay, so we have our oatmeal, our brown sugar, our cinnamon, our almond paste, and our flour. We're going to give this a good stir. And then we're going to add the butter in a second, and we're going to use you can use either your fingers to get this to, mix it up, or you can also use a pastry blender, a food processor, whatever, you want to use to make it easy for yourself. All right. Now we're going to add in our butter, and I cut it up into slices. You want to have it softened before you use it if you can. I know time is short, especially if you have a work week, busy week, but you want to try to see if you can get this softened in advance, and just cut the butter into the oatmeal. And once we're done with that, we're going to pour this over the strawberry rhubarb filling mixture. But I kind of like to use my hands for this as well, for the oatmeal crisp almond topping. And you want to get this eventually into small little crumbs. You know, my family, we love almond paste, so we like to add that as much as we can in our baking. So you can see it's already crumbling up, which has the butter and the almond paste. And now we're ready to put this over our strawberry rhubarb filling. Okay, so now we're pouring this over the strawberry rhubarb mixture. You know, just spread it around. It's not one of those, you know, recipes where you have to worry about how perfect it looks, because it's good. It's gonna get baked in the oven, and you are going to be really pleasantly surprised how wonderful this tastes. Okay, now we have it in our oven, and we already preheated it at 400 degrees, and we're gonna have this bake for about 30 to 40 minutes. So I just took the strawberry rhubarb almond crisp out of the oven, and you can see it is still bubbling. So I'm going to give this a few minutes before we get a chance to taste this and let it cool. Okay guys, so we just took this out of the oven. It's been cooling down. It's not bubbling anymore. So we're ready to scoop out a little bit of our strawberry rhubarb crisp, and smells absolutely wonderful. So let's bite into this. I can't wait. So I'm gonna put some whipped cream on it. You can certainly add some yogurt. You could add some ice cream on it. So let's see here. Can't wait. It's still hot. Ooh, it's hot. This is summer. This is summer. This is absolutely, it's a perfect summer dish, and it's so easy to make. Like I said earlier, you know, make all the items the night before. If you know somebody's coming over, you put the fruit in the glass dish, the topping over on top of it, stick it in the oven, and in 30-40 minutes, it's done. And you're gonna have a wonderful summer dish. So I'm so happy you guys were able to join us, and please make sure you subscribe to our channel, our blog as well. We have our recipe listed right there for the entire instructions. See you another time, guys. Thank you. Bye.